Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about place and pay orders on Grubhub. So among all of the orders you could be accepting on Grubhub, one of them happens to be the place and pay. Not to be confused with shop and pay, which is being tested in some markets. We'll go over that a different day. The place and pay orders. And there's a lot more to this than a lot of people realize. So with that said, I want to go over everything that Grubhub tells you about place and pay orders, how it actually is with the experience of being on Grubhub, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over some disclaimers. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that some of the things that I will be talking about are market dependent. So what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. What is a place and pay order? A place and pay order is a Grubhub order where, in addition to picking up the food and delivering it to the diner, you'll also have to pay for the order using your Grubhub driver card. In some instances, you may also have to place the order. So place and pay is the orders in which you have to go to the restaurant and place it yourself, wait for the order to be done, and then leave. And then there is the pay on arrival orders, which is just a fancier place and pay, because in reality, a lot of the times, those orders don't get received anyway, so you'll end up having to place it yourself. Now, some people can argue it's deceptive, but in a lot of cases, it's not really intended to be deceptive. It's just some restaurants will receive the automated call or the automated email and just write it off, which, to be honest, makes sense, because I think we all have reached a point in our lives where we hear an automated message. It doesn't matter for what reason, we'll just hang up on it. Should they be more attentive to it? Yes. Are they going to? I sincerely doubt that. When you receive an offer, you'll be able to identify a place and pay order right away. When the restaurant map pin is purple, you'll know it's a place and pay order. Yeah, that's one thing I do have to say that Grubhub does, and I feel like a lot of apps really should be able to do this, is that in the event that you receive an order that requires additional tasks, they render it a different color. But I gotta tell you, actually speaking, the last time I saw this, it didn't look like that. So I think this may be an outdated article. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see exactly what you need to do to successfully deliver the order. You will need to order and pay. Call or place the order at the restaurant under the diner's name, pay with your driver card, deliver. Now, that's cool because they actually tell you can call ahead. That being said, that would also assume that the restaurant will actually be able to call ahead, but I don't think that's possible across the board. You will only need to pay. The order has already been placed. Pick up the order under the diner's name, pay with your driver card, deliver. Now, again, most cases, they didn't actually receive the order. In fact, I remember going to a place out here, Bo Campers, where I actually arrived to the restaurant. They said they never received the order and they're not even on Grubhub. So in reality, I only need to pay actually turned into a place and pay order. It ended up taking 50 minutes for that order. Experienced drivers have shared these tips and tricks for orders that are placed and paid for by drivers. Place the order under the diner's name. When picking up the food, look for the general pickup area, not a Grubhub pickup spot. If there's no dedicated pickup area, walk up to the counter or hostess stand and ask where to pick up call ahead food. Let the restaurant know you're picking up a delivery order for diner's name, which almost falls under the same parameters of any other place and pay order. But at the same time, that also is going to take a lot of time to do, which leads to a poor return on time, but more on that later. Please note, you should never pay for any order with any form of payment other than the the Grubhub driver card. Drivers will not be reimbursed by Grubhub for any other form of payment. And if you need to know more about the Grubhub driver card, I made a video talking all about it. I'll leave that in the description. Feel free to check it out. How do I use the receipt capture feature? After you place the order, the screen will ask you to take a photo of the order receipt. Click on the camera to proceed. If the receipt is too long, no worries. You can add up to 5 pictures. Once you are done and have gotten the food, tap got order to proceed with the delivery. Okay, so there's a few things I would like to notate on this. Number one, if your receipt is so long to where you gotta actually take more than 5 pictures, you're gonna be there for a really long time and you better be getting a really good tip. They will only accept itemized receipts. This isn't like you could take a receipt from a waiter or waitress and use that as the receipt. Like, there has been a time where I went to a diner and their receipt was somebody writing a itemized receipt on a paper, and that was what they were accepting. That's not gonna fly. It has to be a printed itemized receipt, preferably with the restaurant's name at the top and with the date and time, as well as the payment method for said order. Of course, the totals and the items are also important as well. Although I wouldn't fuss too much about things like coupons or anything like that, although I sincerely doubt you'll experience the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Should I place an order using my name? Experienced drivers have often expressed that they have the best results when placing the order under the diner's name. Also, this kind of goes back to the receipt deal, because if they use your name and they see that the order was for this person, there could be a discrepancy on the subject, and that could cause a lot of issues for you. But again, more on that later. Do I need to tip at the restaurant? No, you do not need to tip the restaurant. Any tips you decide to provide will not be reimbursed by Grubhub or added to the diner's total. If a restaurant adds a tip or tells you that you are required to tip them, please contact our care team directly through the Grubhub for Drivers app for assistance. I know there are a lot of restaurants that actually include gratuity in the total, but I have not actually placed an order at a restaurant where that has taken place. Keep that in mind that they're not going to let that fly. Now, if you want to tip them yourself, I mean, I guess you could, but that's coming out of your total, so keep that in mind. Now, I do have a couple of side notes that I would like to go over about place and pay orders. Risks of using the purple card. There is a general risk of using any of the cards that are provided from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. It really doesn't matter which one you're talking about. There is a risk of deactivation. With inflation comes discrepancy in prices. If you accidentally add on an item or accidentally add on an item, which is fraud, you can get deactivated for that. Now, some things aren't the fault of the driver. You're just trying to do your job and they're getting charged more than they expected because their prices are different than what the app allows you to, and sometimes the restaurants can't actually update those prices, especially if they're one of those restaurants that were forced onto Grubhub, which affects their brand. But I don't know how they get away with that, to be honest. But the risks of using the purple card are exactly that. You can get deactivated if there is too much of a discrepancy in price, because they will impose that onto you and deactivate you for it. Return on time. I've said this in another video, but I'll go over it again. If you're familiar with return on investment, where you're supposed to be putting in money and getting a return on said investment, whether it be positive or negative, there is a concept that needs to be implemented into your strategy, which is your return on time. How much are you making for the amount of time you're putting in? Place and pay orders significantly affect your return on time. The order that was placed and made by the time you get there is gonna take, what, 15 minutes? The one time I took a place and pay order, which was supposed to be pay on arrival, by the way, actually took 50 minutes. 50. 5-0. Why? Because one, they had a discrimination against gig workers, and two, the hostesses were absolute morons. They looked at the purple card and said they didn't know how to use it. These two girls who were at the hostess stand, who looked like they were very well versed in a shopping mall, in a grocery store, in literally any place where you would swipe a card, suddenly can't remember how to use a card. Really? And then, when they said it would only take 20 minutes for the order, once the order was placed, it suddenly became 50 minutes. 50! That was the most disrespectful order, and I would never go to Bo Campers for that reason. But that's kind of the point. Like, if you're going to do this, you need to take gigs that are going to be, number one, very quick to make, and two, very profitable for you. So make sure if you take those kind of orders, you do your research on what restaurants are actually quick and efficient at getting the order completed, because you don't want to waste more time placing the order and completing the order before you even get there in order to actually fulfill it. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about Grubhub place and pay orders that we did not cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that everybody knows everything they must know about place and pay orders. Not shop and deliver orders, that's a different video. Place and pay orders. So that way they can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time as possible. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!